The gas here. Yeah, she's got some good power. This 4-cylinder engine's got some nice power. Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. This is Peter. In today's video, we're going to get to review and test drive this 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Now, I'm very excited, guys, to get behind the wheel of this new 4th generation Toyota Tacoma, as this is my first time getting to drive it, experience this. But before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time to get behind the wheel of this Tacoma. Even though it's slightly used, it's still basically much a brand new Toyota. Big thank you to them and my friend Tim, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to the website in the description below. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here we have this 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Now, this one we have with us here, it's a new 4th generation updated Toyota Tacoma, which has been a long time coming. Of course, this one here is now sharing the platform with the Toyota Tundra, the TNGA platform, which is basically their body on frame platform, which now share with the Tacoma and the Tundra. So, of course, it's a smaller version of this platform that this new Tacoma has. Of course, you know, it's got much different styling now, a little bit. Now, of course, the Toyota's no longer offering a V6, and now you got 4-cylinder turbocharged engines with hybrid power now as well. So quite a bit of changes that Toyota has done to this 4th generation Tacoma. So you can see, I like the styling. A lot of people didn't like the styling, but I do like it. It's quite a bit handsome, even in this lower base SR5 trim. Now, this one here is slightly pre-owned. It's got just under 2,300 miles, and the asking price is about $41,000. Basically, MSRP for this trucks are where this SR5 is. Now, this SR5 is basically almost the base model. You got an SR model that gives you a little bit less horsepower, 228. This got 278 horsepower with the same 4-cylinder engine. So from the SR5 and up, you get that same horsepower. And this one, the only thing it has, you have to go to the pre-runner or the TRD Sport to get the coil leaf springs on this. On this one doesn't have it. This one still has basically the leaf springs on it. You have to go to the TRD pre-runner to get that new coil spring suspension, rear suspension setup. So that's kind of something different that Toyota did, but at least now they're upgrading the suspension. Really nice styling the way this one is. This R5 comes with basically fog lights. You get a bit 17-inch rims. You get start-stop button, quite a little different features that this offers. Now, as you can see, this one here has the 17-inch wheels, which are really nice aluminum wheels. 245mm tires we have on this one. These are basically Toyo open country tires. It's kind of an all-season tire. This one does have a Predator side step. That's basically one of the options that this thing's got. It's about $1,000 for this Predator side step, as you can see, or basically it's not basically a running board, but basically a nice sports step that comes with this one. I do apologize, guys, if this one's a little bit dirty. We are actually between storms here in the Florida summertime, so it just rained quite a bit hard a little bit lately, and so I just had to bring it here and got a little bit dirty. But this Toyota Tacoma is finished off in a Supersonic Red, which was really good. I really love this color, really kind of very similar to Ford's race red. Really nice color and really goes well with the lines of this Toyota Tacoma. Now, this model that we have with us here is a double cab. Usually Toyota calls extended cab. This is instead of a crew cab, this is a double cab for Toyota, and we have a 5-foot bed on this Tacoma. You can also get a 6-foot bed as well, even with this double cab. Same wheel and tire package here in the back. As you can see, we got the remaining side here in the back. Really nice design of the taillights, really similar to the Toyota Tundra, as I can say so. Here in the back, you got body painted color bumpers. And you can see we got a bit of rubber that we also got your receiver hitch ready to go. We have no opening on this one automatically, so you have to get it just basically open up this manually. It does have a dampening system for this door, which is really nice. See the Tacoma name printed in that. Here we have the back, guys. Here in the back of this Toyota Tundra, this one has a tonneau cover that somebody or the former owner put on this one, which doesn't come with this, but it's really nice. As you can see, this one's got Toyota's kind of a plastic material. I will call it some synthetic plastic. I forgot the name of it. I put the name for you guys up on the screen. But we have some LED lighting, as you can see there. We do have quite a bit of hooks as well on this base Toyota. So there's not a lot of stuff, but it does come with quite a little bit nice stuff. But really nice in terms of payload capacity. You're looking at about 1,700 pounds of payload in this SR5 Toyota. And but it's not bad, actually. Pretty good size room. You guys go ahead and it's up really nice and light door here in the back. And as you can see, got the receiver hitch ready to go. We got also, as you can see, we got a rear spare tire there as well, or spare tire there as well, right below the truck or below the bed. This trucks are towing 6,500 pounds, even with this 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. So that's what they're towing, and it's about the same for the hybrid version as well. So pretty good amount of towing capability, and it's a really nice truck. As you can see, even in this base model, it looks good. I like the way the tire package, just with the tonneau cover, really looks good, especially in this double cab as well. We do have a little bit of rear window here, as you can see there. Usually these windows come down, but not on this models. You got the third brake light and your little antenna up there, and you got actually the fenders, if you look at them, really nice. The way the Toyota did a really nice job of extending the fenders out a little bit. You got your gas cap right here, as you can see there, and I apologize for that being dirty. It's just the been some construction area coming through here. You got blind spot monitors as well, as you can see on this one. Really nice the way it is. This side step really looks, so the sports side step really looks nice. That's from Toyota. And come around here, as you can see, it's really nice the way the front is. We got some LED lights, headlights, and we have some LED fog lights that come standard on this SR5 model, as you can see there. The rest of it is just like a black plastic here on the front of the grille. You got a Toyota badge right there, and also on the bottom hump, as you can see, we also got a pretty good air dam here at the very bottom that you can probably take off as well if you want to go some off-roading. But these are some fake vents right there. As you can see, they're not functional, but we do have some functional air intakes or side curtains right there, as you can see there. So nice Tacoma name right there, as you can see. Really nice. I think Toyota did a good job with the styling of this new. And coming to the hood of this Toyota Tacoma, let's go ahead and open her up. Of course, we don't have no assistance, no hydraulic assistance, so we got to get our little stick here and pull it out and put it here where it's indicated there. And here we have the 2.4 liter Iforce 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This is producing 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. This is going through an 8-speed automatic transmission. And this model here in particular is just rear-wheel drive. There's no four-wheel drive on this one. If you want four-wheel drive, it's about a $3,200 option for this Tacoma trucks. But it's a great little power plant. Of course, if you want, there's also the max power version of this one with a hybrid power that gives you 326 horsepower and about 420 some horsepower. I forgot that the torque, guys, but I'll put those stats for you guys up on the screen. If you get the really base SR Toyota, you get 228 horsepower on this engine, the same engine with no hybrid. But pretty good engine so far. Obviously, still, of course, Toyota has to be proven the reliability. There's been some little bit of issues, especially with the transmission, but there's been light issues. I don't know, that depends on the truck and what VIN it is, but I think overall Toyota will probably get those kinks worked out. In terms of fuel economy, the thing's 21 in the city, 26 on the highway. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen, but pretty reliable engine. Obviously, Toyota's no longer offering a V6, which those V6s were basically indestructible. Especially, I drove one with the older 4-cylinder engine, the older Tacoma, the 3rd gen, and that was an engine I've never driven. It's quite slow, but that engine was bulletproof. There we go, guys. Here's the power plant of this Toyota Tacoma SR5. And let's go ahead and raise our hood back there, get a little stick out of here, and put this thing back where it belongs. And there we go. And coming here to the back of this double cab here, as you can see, guys, we got the SR5 name right there. Let's go ahead and open this girl up. Now, of course, as you can see, I can't get my legs behind here. I got to adjust the front seat, but it's a pretty minimal size here to the back. In terms of materials, of course, you can see this is all pretty much hard plastic. Quite a bit of decent space to put your things. We got your button for your window. As you can see, I can't get in here right now. There's no way I can climb in here, but you can definitely put the seats up. As you can see there, bring them up. There's some more storage here underneath, and you can also, if I am correct, you can bring the seats down here as well and bring this down, so you got a little more space here in the back. You got a jack here, and of course we got that electrical window here in the back as well. So, but yeah, that's the only thing, the Achilles heel about this truck is that it's quite small. I remember getting in the back of a Ranger, which a little space. This seat's probably set back a little further, but it's got the dark or the black cloth interior. As you can see, pretty nice interior. Feels pretty rugged and nice. We got a couple of pockets here, one pocket here. Then here in the middle, we got just a 12-volt connection, and that's about it. There's nothing else here in the back except for some cup holders there in the middle. But there we go, guys. Here's the back of this Toyota Tacoma. Pretty Spartan, but not a bad place at all if you want to do a little bit of extra. I have a little bit extra room. Let's go ahead to the front. And coming here to the driver's side of this Tacoma, we do have a blind spot mirror. That's the only thing that we have on this one. No basically automatic opening door. This is more of a base model. And just open up the door, as you can see, we got a pretty, obviously base model truck interior. Of course, we got a little bit of softer leather here on the elbow part here than the rear. This is still quite a bit of plastic. We got a bit of a nice more rubbery feel to this grab handle right here. As you can see, we got also controls for windows and mirrors as well. Quite a bit of difference. This inside storage space here on the bottom. And coming here to the interior, we got this nice cloth back black seats. Really nice the way they are. I like the pattern. They feel pretty nice, nice and comfortable as well. We got a leather covered steering wheel is here, just a lightly bit perforated feel to that. Really nice the way that is. This is manually tilting and adjustable. We got, of course, we got the right side dash, which is all plasticky. We got controls for your rear lights, lights for the dash here, all kinds of things here. We got also controls here for the doors as well, the door locks. And this is our manual seats that you can see, guys. So pretty much a base truck. And here we are inside of this new 4th generation Tacoma. Really nice interior. I've not had a chance to be inside of it, and this is my first time. Well, besides getting here to this parking space, but overall very nice interior. I do like the ergonomics. To definitely feel much better than the old generation, which I have driven as well. Really nice the way it is. We got a little more plastic. It kind of mix of plasticky modernness to it. I like it. It's kind of more of a rugged type of feel, but there are some finicky things that you can feel in the interior. I mean, that's just where some of the cost cutting has been done, and of course to bring this newer truck into market, but that's what it is right now. But really nice interior. Got plenty of visibility, really nice. We got some grab handles here. No sunroof on this one, but we got a black headliner, which I like. Controls here for your lights and all that stuff in your rear mirror. Of course, you get your SOS button, rear view mirror, and of course you can see you got the Toyota Tacoma right there on top of this kind of plasticky aluminum trim. We got your 8-inch screen here, so we can see there with Toyota. Let's go ahead, guys, and before we go on, let's go ahead and start up this Tacoma, and just to see how everything lights up. Let's go ahead and press our foot on the brake, hit our start stop button, which is up here, which is a normal thing for the SR5, and we get all our screens going. As you can see there, we got our Toyota logos coming up. We got nice AC coming up because it's quite hot here in Central Florida. It's still about 90 degrees outside here, even though it's been raining quite a bit. Yeah, we continue with that. Of course, if you go to the higher models, you're gonna have a much better interior in terms of a little bit of different materials, bigger screens and all that stuff. But overall, for an SR5 for about $40,000, it's not cheap, but obviously it's very similar to its competition in terms of the Ford Ranger, the Canyon, and the Colorado as well. But before we go on, let's go ahead and see if we can hear this. Before we close the door, let's go ahead and see if we can hear this turbocharged 4-cylinder, this Iforce engine. I cannot hear a turbo by any means. I can definitely hear the turbo on the 2.2 cylinder Ford Ranger, but not on this one. I can't hear any turbo on it at all. Pretty quiet turbo, to be honest. Let's go ahead and close the door. So now that we have the door closed, we got a little bit of nice cool AC coming into the cabin and cool us off. We have a really nice interior. As I mentioned, we got the nice Tacoma name there. A little extra space here to put your things here on the very top. We got your 8-inch screen here, as you can see there, which is very nice. We got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, all the things you can connect here as well. We got a 6-speaker bass system on this girl, which doesn't sound too bad at all. You can get I think it's JBL that you get an upgrade to if you want a little higher, more premium sound system. We got a single zone AC. We do have basically a heated steering wheel, as you can see the heated steering wheel right there. Down here we got a wireless charging pad right there. As you can see, my phone is charging right there. We got a 12-volt connection, a couple of USB ports there as well. You got a nice grab handle here. Got your 8-speed automatic, which seems a little bit, I can see this thing's kind of just but it's just nitpicking. But parking brake here, we got your hold button there if you want to come to a hold and take your foot out of the brake and the light. Cup holders, we got your center console here with no connections there at all, and as I mentioned, we have some cup holders here for your back passengers. Here we got your glove box, which is pretty nice as well. There's no, try to look for the original sticker, but there's nothing I have on this one at all. You can see this is kind of what people kind of complain about, all that stuff, but it's not too bad. And to come, you really have to nitpick and look for the obviously it's not as nice, I will say, as the older version in terms of a little bit of quality, but it's a base truck and that's what you get, obviously what it is. But it's not bad in terms of the materials and all that. It does feel pretty nice, similar to the Ford Ranger that I've had my experience on. I will definitely see. I'm going to see if I can put this together in another and compare the two kind of side by side if I can get my chance, maybe this coming week or next week. But I hope they don't sell this one. But coming to the steering wheel, guys, here as you can see, we got a nice leather covered steering wheel, which feels nice and perforated leather. It's probably imitation leather, but feels nice overall. We got controls here for your cruise control and your center screen here as well. You can see the center screen is not bad, about a 5.5-inch screen here. You can toggle with some things there. You can see you can do some different menus there, the information that this gives you. But overall, it's a very nice interior. I like the way this is. Of course, you can also manually adjust the steering wheel as well. We do have a JBL speaker, as you can see up here, that you can take with you and connect, which is pretty interesting the way to have that. So you can see the JBL speaker. That's one of the things you can do, or comes with this SR5 models. But other than that, guys, I like the interior. It's really nice. You can see pretty interesting interior compared to the last generation, but I do like it feels like a miniature Toyota Tundra, to be honest. But and I like the visibility. It feels a little bit better on the Tacoma than does on the Tundra, if that's coming from my personal experience. But so let's go ahead, guys, and go out for a test drive. Let's go ahead and put our camera in reverse here, put our transmission at 8-speed in reverse here. So we got the camera, which the graphics are not too bad. There are some directory lines, and I didn't see any sensors in the back at all, so there's no sensors coming with this SR5, but you can see it's pretty good, nice looking camera there, not bad at all. And let's go back actually real quick to see. We can definitely spread it out a little bit more, and this one here just kind of just chooses between basically taking off your direction lines or not. But that's about it, guys. Really simple camera, as you can see there, but the graphics are actually pretty clear. Let's go ahead, guys, and go forward and check out how it's pretty easy to drive. Really nice the way this feels so far. I only drove it here about a quarter of a mile to this parking space. You can see we got a nice Civic Type R there, which is really nice. I want to get my hands on one of those and test drive it. I got my windows open just a little bit to give us a little bit more lighting, since the windows are tinted. This feels to be really nice, this Toyota Tacoma. I always have driven the one before, and the last older Tacoma that I drove was the one with a 2.7 liter engine, that really base 4-cylinder, which was really slow. This is now, of course, now turbocharged engines in this one, which will definitely feel much better. Okay, nobody come. Let's go ahead, guys, and get co. Gotta put the windows up. Give us a little more. Let's see the windows up. Oh, no, this one. Look at all the windows have automatic up and down, which is really nice. You can see. Oops. Yeah. No, this one doesn't have it. Let me see. Yep, automatic front windows, which is really nice. Up and down, which is really nice to have. Let's go ahead and do this one here as well. Feels very nice. This thing feels quite refined, to be honest. Well, it's still doing at low speed. Doesn't feel too heavy for a truck. And let's give it just a little bit of gas. The good thing about this one's already kind of broken in. Let's give it a little bit of gas here. Yeah, it's just got some good power. This 4-cylinder engine's got some nice power. Definitely gets up and goes. Obviously, it's an empty truck, but I didn't see any type of I apologize if I rushed a little bit to that. I'm a little have to get back before 4:30, but we do have a trailer controller right here. In the back here, we have a trailer controller. I don't see any type of what you call modes or driving modes on this one. I didn't see anything, but this feels pretty nice. This rides nice, very comfortable truck. The seats are very comfortable as well. I'm looking for, I don't see any type of here. You got only got tow and haul here, as you can see. We got tow and haul. And now we put it on tow, so actually that kind of stays on the engine. ACT power. Looks like we got a little more power button here. Let's see. It's kind of interesting. That kind of the same thing on my Lexus LS430. Oh man, this thing kicks you in the butt. She's got some good power. That torque is amazing. Way different than the older Toyota engine that really doesn't have a lot of power, but I'm sure that engine will go a million miles, no problem. But this one here, it's got plenty of torque. Good response from the 8-speed automatic transmission, as so far as I'm feeling it. Easy to drive. The steering wheel, there's not much feeling to the steering wheel at all, but it does go where you pointed it to be, so it's got a decent heavy to it. I like this. It's a very comfortable truck. Definitely feels a lot roomier than the other one. Not in the back, of course. The back is pretty cramped. As you can see, some of the TRT Pro videos that I've seen where the extra seats in the back, you can't fit anything in the back as well. So that's kind of the thing that sucks about this Tacomas. Pretty good room here. It feels just as comfortable as the Tundra in the front, to be honest. It feels like a bigger truck. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit just to get a little bit of head ahead of the straw he's turning. But I like the way this feels. Really nice. I can imagine only driving, for example, the Trail Hunter, which is more my type of truck that I will get if I would get something like this. That'll be interesting to drive, especially off-road. Now we get a bit of gas here. Yeah, she responds very nice. Good power to this 4-cylinder engine. And this is not even a hybrid version, so I can only imagine the one with a little bit more power. But this is a perfect truck, good power. Plenty of power. Now, one thing I did forget to mention, guys, you can also get this truck in a 6-speed manual transmission, which is awesome that Toyota's offering that, and thank you, Toyota, for doing that. So you can get this one also in a 6-speed manual. I missed to have mentioned that. I apologize if I'm rushing this a little bit, but I'm gonna get back before 4:30. But yeah, that's cool. You can get this option, this 8-speed or the 6-speed manual transmission. which is an awesome thing to have. The brakes feel good, plenty of good brakes, plenty of strong, yeah, good brakes. Everything's falling in front here. Really strong brakes as well. I really like the way they feel. A lot of good power, but yeah, like this is I'm impressed. It feels actually a little bit better than I was expecting it to be. Now, of course, I got the auto hold, but no, we got the power on right now. So we got the hold on. Let me see if I turn this on. Yeah, we got auto hold. Will definitely, I can take off the foot off the brake, and then we'll just hold it for us until we press the gas. But very nice interior. You can tell that there's a little bit of, you know, stuff that rattles and it's not as well put together. Some minor stuff, but not really a lot. You have to be really picky to kind of get the things going. But obviously, Toyota's not charging small. Obviously, if you want a TRD Pro, for example, you're gonna pay 70 grand for a truck 65, which is quite a bit of money compared, for example, to a Ford Ranger Raptor, which is in the lower 60s. It depends how you option it. But this is nice. Now, this is, as I mentioned, it's only rear-wheel drive, so it's a little more lighter, and you also got the co-suspension in the back as well. So not the excuse me, you got the leaf spring suspension, not the coil one. You have to go to the TRD Pro Run or something like that to get the co-suspension, but it rides very nice. This truck rides super nice, very comfortable, although these roads are not too horrible. I do like the way this Tacoma rides, to be honest. Cabin is pretty quiet. Not a lot of wind noise. It's pretty much still a new truck. It's only got 2,287 miles. Yeah, the steering is light. This feels pretty nice. You know, it doesn't feel much different than an SUV. Obviously, it's a truck, but very easy to modulate, really easy to drive. Not very quiet, refined. The suspension, even though it's base and we got leaf springs in the back, is still very comfortable, even at some 63 miles an hour. Actually, it feels like I'm going over the top. I want to make sure there's no law enforcement I'm catching up to, but I like it. So far, I've been impressed with this Toyota Tacoma. I know there's been some issues with transmissions and some, just obviously some suspension parts in the 4x4 models that our colleagues from TFL Truck have come about, but it depends, obviously, the situation. You know, obviously, I know Toyota's going to work out some kinks the first year, 2 years they have this truck. So it's part of the new, especially when they renovate the whole thing. You know, it's not just it's a brand new truck from the ground up. So that's why not easy to do, even with the Tundra, that of course the engines were not doing good. But we'll see what Toyota's future is in terms of this trucks. But hope you guys have been enjoying it. In terms of conclusion, very nice truck. Even SR5 is a good truck. Got plenty of amenities, nice cool AC, very comfortable, very roomy. Not in the back, of course, I mentioned, but overall a great little truck. 6,500 pounds of towing, 1,700 pounds of payload capacity. Of course, here we got some of the Mavericks and we got some of the Rangers. So I'm gonna put this up, if I can come back and put it up against the Ranger. We'll test it drive side by side and see how that will do, guys. But once again, guys, thank you very much to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Toyota Toyota Tacoma. Thank you to my friend Tim, and let me know, guys, what you think of this new Toyota Tacomas, if anybody has one that's been doing it so far. Now, this is kind of interesting. This the story on this Tacoma just got traded in. It's only got not even 3,000 miles. Somebody traded it in. I'll have to see what story I can get behind this truck. But so if you guys made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And of course, here we got a couple of Raptors there, as you can see. They're 2023 and a 2024. I drove the 2024 if you want to see the review of that white Raptor, which is also pretty much a newer truck. It's kind of interesting to see that all these new trucks are getting traded in. Brand new trucks, as you can see there, and really interesting to see that. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.